Brenda Miller. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Baskin Ridge, New Jersey, and I go live now every week on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. It used to be 3 p.m., but I had a bunch of requests to go a little later, and works a little bit better for me. So I'll be going live at 5 o'clock, just like today, on Facebook and YouTube, and I share things that are going on, specials, projects that I'm working on, anything Stampin' Up! Related, and sometimes some not Stampin' Up! Related. I am using a whole new setup here. I took the last the last month I had to take off because I had a knee replacement. I'm doing really well. I'm back in action. And at the same time, I upgraded my equipment and made a bunch of changes. So bear with me while I work through a few things. I'm sure not everything will go perfectly today, but also let me know what you think of the changes. If you've been following me for a while, you'll definitely notice what's different. So let's go over to my desktop, though, and see what I've been working on. So give me 1 second. Here we go. All right. So let's see. I want to get rid of, here we go. If you're out there, please feel free to type in the chat. I'm not sure I can see my my Facebook page as the comments are coming in, but I'm going to give it a try. So here we go. All right, so now I can see that. I promise next time it won't be so haphazard. So anyway, so what I wanted to talk about today was my paper share and how to use another way to use designer series papers, especially when they're cut into 6x6 sheets. So my paper share consists of all of the new designer series papers that are coming next week on January 7th. We have celebration papers, we have mini catalog papers, and we also have some online exclusive papers. So there are in total 122 sheets of designer series paper, all double-sided, with the exception of a vellum, which is single-sided. And also there are some die cuts that get included. You get a sampler, half a sheet of all the die cuts that are offered in the two of the specific collections, the Storybook Collection and the Wildflower Birthday Collection. They are fabulous and fun to work with, and I'm sure I'll be using those in the future. However, for today, what I'm going to work with is this designer series paper called Floral Delight. So let me pick this up. So you see my camera's a little further away these days, which I like for a lot of things, but some things aren't close enough. But you can see this very pretty paper. This is actually the back side of the paper because I wanted to show you what the front side looks like. Look at all these gorgeous florals, that all those yellows, the brightness of the colors, how pretty the flowers are. So I can see a lot of wonderful backgrounds coming out of these designer series paper designs and the coordinating designs on the back. And so this is what I use today to create today's card. So let me bring it over, and you can see it's a super simple card. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So my camera, it looks like on my phone, is a little slow, so we'll have to bear with it. So all these things I'm learning. I've done a bunch of tests, but can't get everything tested. So anyway, so this card features more paper strips, and I know I did something with paper strips the last time because it is a great way to use smaller pieces of designer series paper to your advantage. And of course, you can always use your scraps. They're on your desk or in your bin, however you store them. But also, so this is the Floral Delight paper in the background, but I wanted to show you this stamp set. This stamp set is a new one that's coming out in the mini catalog next week, and it's called With You in Mind. And I think I'm going to be using this one an awful lot. I love that the images, the sentiments are so big and bold. They really stand out and become the focal point of your card, which is really what you want. That is kind of the whole idea behind sending a card, is to send a message, not just the designs that are in the background. So that is the stamp set. It is photopolymer. You can see I've used a bunch of them already. and they have the nice little coordinating basic shapes that you can add to whatever your designs are. So I wanted to share that. So let's go ahead and make this card, and I'm going to share with you some other tips as we go along. So I'm starting out with a piece of thick basic white cardstock, and I'm just going to fold it in half. And I always do this before I put my glasses on for some reason. Who knows if I'm getting it quite right, but here we go. Oh, and you see that I have this new glass mat, so it makes a little bit of noise when I touch it, but I'm very excited to finally be able to use it. I've had it for quite a while. All right, let me just get my glasses here. All right, so now that we've got our card base, I'm going to bring over my strips of paper. So these are all cut into, there's 3 different designs, okay, and you can also use the reverse side or, switch them back and forth, but you can, I chose to use these because they, kind of all go together, but they're not too busy, and they are 1 inch by 4 inches. Hey Rita, nice to see you. Yeah, the font is wonderful in that set. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get these down on the card, and it's as simple as this. I literally, it doesn't, it really doesn't matter what order you put them in. I'm starting with my beautiful floral. I'm using my regular adhesive. You can use your wet adhesive for this because it gives you a little bit of time to adjust, but you all know how I feel about that. It's not my favorite sometimes, so it's definitely the preferred use. So, hey Lynn, thanks for checking in while I'm gluing down my pieces here. Hoping everybody is having a happy New Year. And then I'm going to take the gingham one and I'm going to put that in the center. I don't know why. I just like that as my center. And you'll see that what I did was I used 2 of these designs. And then I used 1 additional design, and then I'm balancing it. I'm just going in the same order to put them on the other side. Now, you could also use all 5 of these strips different, right? So that you could, if you wanted to, have 5 designs on your card. There is no rhyme or reason, and really what I love about this is that you can adapt it and do just really anything with it. So here we go. So now I've got my background on my card. Simple as that. So let's see. Get my phone catch up here. Okay. So now I've got my background, and then what I did was I took, and I want to talk about this, I took this tag. Here, it's a tag. It has a hole on one side, and this is from the Greetings of the Season stamp set and bundle, actually. And this is available in the online store, and I just love these. And not only, if you buy it as a bundle, it comes with the Greetings of the Season sentiments, and these are very pretty. I use this for my ultimate card class this year and for lots of other things. Great to have. But there's also a generic greeting, and I'm going to show that to you. I don't have it yet. It's on order. It's coming in. But there is another set, and I did not pull that out. So anyway, if you go into the online store, you can see that there is a more generic set with happy birthday and just regular all year long sentiments that could be used and that fit into these same dies. So I'm going to use these dies for a very long time. When it's in the online store, it's guaranteed to be around for at least a year. So it came out in August. We've got it definitely will be available at least until next August, and perhaps even beyond that. So very exciting. So that's why I wanted to talk about Greetings of the Season. So here's that nice big tag. And of course, the reason I needed a big tag is because my sentiment is really big. So it says happy birthday. Look how nice and fun that is, right? And I love that it's a mixed font. It's got the straight and then the script. And so I'm using this is pecan pie. I'm going to need to figure out a way not to make everything click, right, on this glass mat. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. Now, anytime that you're lining up one of these that has a mixed font, you want to make sure that sometimes the script is hard to get straight. So you want to make sure that, in this case, the happy is straight and then that'll guarantee that the script will come out the way it's designed to come out. So I am checking out where my top of my tag is, and it's a little better now. My camera isn't quite in my face, but it is very kind of close to it, so still a little bit difficult. So anyway, there's my happy birthday, and I just love the way that that looks. So I'm going to take that tag, and I'm going to use some dimensionals. Now, you know me, I tend to hoard my dimensionals, so I'm going to put them on. I'm just going to use 2. I feel like that's enough. You could, of course, use more than that. And I'm going to put this in the center of my card. Now, of course, you could put it off to the side, do whatever makes you happy, but that is how that came out. Now, we have, let's add to this. We don't want it just to be so plain. So this ribbon is called Natural, Polka Dot Natural, I believe it's called Natural 3/8 inch Polka Dot Trim. And it is still available in the online store. It is a last chance item, so this came out, I don't know, more than a year ago. But I love it. It is a little bit stiff and a little hard to work with, so I like to use it in very small doses. And so I'm going to just tie a knot. And when I work with this ribbon does have 2 sides. So it's got polka dots on one side, but this side is flat. So what I like to do when I tie my bow is, or my knot, I pull it through and then I make sure that polka dots are up on both sides. And I get that knot and I am just really pulling the heck out of it. I want it to be nice and flat. And so there we go. I've managed to get it the way that I like it. Take my scissors and then trim off right from the spool. Now this card, I meant to mention, but this card is one of the cards that'll be featured in my Zoom class that I do at the end of the month. So that'll be on January 28th. If you're interested, you need to RSVP, and I will send you the supplies to make 2 of this card plus 2 each of 2 other cards. Try saying that 10 times fast. Okay, so now I'm going to take a glue dot. And again, when I use glue dots in my videos, these are the ones that come with the paper pumpkin kit. They're just easier to store on my desk. So I use my take your pick tool, and I'm just covering up that hole with a nice glue dot. It's a mini glue dot. This is pretty much the size of our normal ones. And then I'm going to take my bow, my knot, and I'm going to just press it right into that. And that's all it needs. Now, that's not enough though. We need to do a little bit more. So I pulled out my Flowers of Beauty bundle, and these have all kinds of dies in it. If you remember, this is in the annual catalog, and it has tons of dies. These are my magnetic sheets that I use. So you can see there are a bunch of dies, but my favorite dies, and I've shown these before, I've used them before, and I'll use them again, are these wonderful little flowers. And so I just took some Daffodil Delight cardstock, and I cut out a whole bunch of little flowers. So I'm going to use, as I usually do, 1 big flower and 2 little flowers. And the little flowers have a hole in the center, so that's something. We don't know what. All right, so we've got 3 flowers. I like to use 3, or an odd number at least. And this time I am going to use my wet adhesive, and I'm going to put a flower here. Oops. It's a brand new bottle, so I'm going to put one there. And so I'm just laying down my glue where I want to put my flower. I think I'll put one here. And then I will, using my Take Your Pick tool, go ahead and pick up the flower and decide where it goes. Press it in. Press it right into the glue. My little Take Your Pick tool. It has putty on the inside, so I need a little bit more putty to come out. My Take Your Pick tools got a little bit of a workout. They were used by some teens to make cards over the holidays for nursing homes and other organizations. And they love to use all the toys. So anyway, so here are the flowers I've added. And of course we can't stop. We need a little bit of bling. So let's pull out our little iridescent pearls, probably my favorite basic embellishment that we carry. And I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool again, and I'm going to put one big pearl in the center of the big flower and a little one in the center of the little ones. Now you see there's a little glue seeping through there, so that's going to be double stuck, right? Put one down here, and that completes our card. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I can't tell who that is. I'm going to have to figure this out, but somebody said super cute card, and I think so too. So thank you very much. Anyway, so there is the card, and I wanted to show you that, you know, with a paper share, it comes with all the different papers, literally all the different papers that are coming out. And so I wanted to show you another card made with same kind of idea. This is with the Friends of the Ocean, or Ocean Friends, sorry, designer series paper. Look at those great colors. So this is the single side, if you will, or solid side. 2, 4, 5. I'm missing a sheet. Oh dear, so sorry. I'm not sure where it went, but here's the other side. There's the flip side of all of these. Now these, if you're interested, if you like Ocean Friends, there are dies that come in the bundle that goes with this paper that cut out the lobster and the crabs. So anyway, just something fun to note, but I love this design. That's what I used on my card. And sorry, I was missing one. There are 6 different designs, double-sided. So those are the 2 cards that I've made today. And if you're interested in the paper share, you need to make sure that you RSVP and let me know by Sunday the 5th, because I'll need to order all that paper when everything goes live on Tuesday the 7th, so that I can get it out to you as soon as possible. So for the record, it's $38 plus $10 shipping if required, but I can also do porch pickup if you're near Baton Rouge, New Jersey. But these are all the papers, and I have been playing with them to no end. So you'll be seeing lots of projects with that. So let me come back up here and take off my glasses. That's so pretty. But anyway, thank you for joining me. Please give me some feedback. Oh, Lynn, that was you. Super, super cute card. Thanks. And please put in the comments what you think. If something was confusing, too much glare, things look funny, I'd love to hear about it so I can fix it and make it better going forward. But I am very glad to be back, and Happy New Year, everyone, and hope to see you soon. Take care now.